XRP Part 4. It gets really exciting now. Brad Garlinghouse on stage with Donald Trump. When? Well, hang on a minute, I'll tell you. And I'm going to share it all with you, and at the same time as offer you our best ever deal for the newsletter. 60% off with a training course and Sensei's trading challenge. How about it? That's today. Can you believe it? It's only for a few days, limited supply. It'll probably sell out before the end of the week when it expires. Anyway, links are below in the description, pinned at the end of the comments. This is part 4 of a 4-part series, all about XRP, all from our newsletter, which you can get for free today. Absolutely amazing. And so go and check it out. And later on tonight, there will be the special live bonus where I go live for the opening hours of the overnight market. Is the market going to crash? Yes. Is Coca-Cola going to be up? Well, maybe a bit better than the S&P. Let's find out. But what am I talking about with Donald Trump? Well, you got to tap the like button first. Have you done that? Have you considered subscribing? Okay. Have you done that? All right. Let's get straight to it. Well, we just found this out and we saw Ripple on a screen which we discovered online, and we verified it, and it's true. What have we got? This. We found a TV screen. It's got to be true, hasn't it? Someone's put it on a TV screen. What's it for? What's Ripple got going on here? Pfizer, Microsoft, Digital Chamber, hello. Is this Davos? Is this Trump? Is this Donald Trump on stage with Brad Garlinghouse? Yeah, spoiler alert, it is. Bloody hell. That's going to be good then. On the same week as we have the tariff war and Japan raising rates. Oh my God. Talk about an absolute nightmare to navigate. That's why we bring in the newsletter. Links are below, pinned everywhere else, and you can get all my trades. If you want to go onto Discord, there it is, my trades. Send me a friend request. I will provide a one-on-one service for you, or become a YouTube member. There it is in the chat, below in the description, and I post my trades for my Electrum members as well. Pretty good? Of course it's good. Now, what's this story all about? What's going on here with Ripple on a sign? Well, should we have a look? Let's have a look. Let's digest it. Well, Sensei's insight. Ripple's presence on the USA House sponsor list alongside Microsoft, Pfizer, and McKinsey is not a marketing stunt. No, it's not. It's real. We checked it out. It is a signal of infrastructure acceptance. The key details is not the logo. It's the room Ripple is in. What room? Where are they? Tell me now, Martyn. I'm on X and I want to know now. I'm a troll. Tell me now. Do I buy X? Do I buy Ripple now? Do I buy X now? You can't buy Ripple. I can. I'm becoming an accredited investor, but you can't. This is not a crypto conference. It is where policymakers, central bankers, and global executives are actively discussing how tokenization moves from pilot programs into real-world deployment. Brad Garlinghouse speaking on January the 21st at the WEF panel. Is tokenization the future? Alongside Coinbase Standard Chartered and European Central Bank Governor, shows the conversation has shifted from theory to execution. Markets tend to misprice this phase because it lacks immediate price action, yet this is often where the groundwork for future adoption is laid. That process is unfolding while XRP consolidates near $2. ETF inflows build and larger holders continue to accumulate. Conferences do not move markets overnight, but they reveal where capital, policy, and infrastructure are aligning next. Now then, should you fancy it? Should you think so? If you would like us to cover Davos live, Trump's on stage. Brad Garlinghouse is on stage. I think everyone, if you want that, put yes in the chat. If you want to cover it live, it's going to be massive, of course. It will rank #1 in the world again for XRP. So if you want us to cover that, put yes in the chat live right now or in the comments below. Either way, doesn't matter. Stuart Alderotti. We're on a roll. With licensing momentum, Ripple has secured preliminary approval for an EMI license from Luxembourg CSSF. This is a major milestone that will allow us to scale Ripple payments across all 27 EU and EEA member states. Huge congrats to the team for years of hard work. Ripple is now one of the most licensed crypto companies globally, with 75 plus approvals and counting. We've secured our preliminary electronic money institution license approval from Luxembourg's Commission de Surveillance du Secteur Financier. Let's see how my CC text puts that together. That'll be a bit of a laugh. Anyway, there you go. So that's happening. I'll give you Sensei's final thoughts on that. Let's have a little chat here. To Sensei, Ripple's EU passporting approval is not a headline win. It's a structural one. Under MiCA, M-I-C-A, Ripple can now operate across the entire European economic area under a single regulatory framework, collapsing the cost and friction that normally slow institutional adoption. That matters because correspondent banking is already being rebuilt behind the scenes. Banks are moving from pilot programs to live production. Cross-border settlement costs, delays, and operational risk become unacceptable at scale. Amina Bank going live was not an experimentation. It was validation. The real takeaway is that stablecoin rails are shifting from operational to essential infrastructure, and Ripple now sits inside the regulatory perimeter needed for that transition. This is how institutional adoption actually unfolds quietly, methodically, and long before the market prices it in. Sensei, spot on as always. All right, so there we go. This is fantastic stuff. I've come to the end of my XRP special. I hope you've enjoyed it. All we've got to do now is get ready for the violence. And the violence, of course, will be live tonight. I'll be covering it live. You know what it is. Of course, tonight, I'll be back for the open overnight hours. It's going to be flipping mental. This week, we've got a trade war potentially worse than the Liberation Day. You saw how much money I made on that one. 54% on the S&P. Oh yeah, it went down in the books. One of the best trades of all time. Very, very good actually. We've also got Japan raising rates. Oh my God. At the same time as Greenland and the EU all now going against America. Trump says America first. Well, it is America first and only and full stop. America wants to be all on its own in the world, and it kind of is doing that. Trump wants to separate from Europe, and that's what he's doing. Let's see what happens with the markets tonight. We'll be there live for it. So stay where you are. I'll give you all the links and we'll wrap all this up. So if you're watching this video or watching it live, if you're watching it live, stay where you are. But click above my head for all the links. This was part 4. Down below in the description, I'll give you all the links to my newsletter, or Sensei's newsletter. It's a show newsletter, and my Electrum membership for all my trades. Or you might prefer Discord if you want the same thing but with video calling as well. Entirely up to you. The choice is yours. There it is. Go and check it out. Over here, I shall put part 1. I mean, we got to 4. We'll put back to 1 again. And down here, I'll put the event tonight, the overnight hours when it all kicks off. So there you go. All the links are below. Everything's there. My live viewers, stay where you are. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.